If you want some FIFA 23 coins, please check out MMOXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're fast, cheap and reliable, and if you use code Rema, you can get yourself a 5% discount. So what's going on, guys? My name's Ash and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, guys, I've got another tip for you, and it's regarding the adaptive player switching and why I don't think you should use it at the moment in FIFA 23. And it's not because I think it's a bad mechanic in principle, I just don't think it works the way it intended, and I just think it's got a lot of bugs. So I'm just in kickoff now, so the bugs I'm showing you might not be as apparent as they would be. But the first thing I want you guys to notice is sometimes when you use adaptive player switching, there is some big stutters in the game. Now, it doesn't happen every time, but it usually happens when you switch multiple times in a short space. So I just want you to notice, every time I player switch, look, there's like a little stutter. Now, it's not that visible on the videos all the time, but when you're actually playing the game, you can really see this FPS drop in the game, and it's really frustrating. So I'm just going to try and let them keep the ball. Okay, I've somehow got it back. But you can see there's that stutter. It's really, really annoying, and it can throw you off in the game because it almost like glitches their player past you, because your game's almost like behind because it like stutters. So you're not actually getting the full frames when you're using this player switching method. Again, this is clearly a glitch. It shouldn't happen because player switching shouldn't cause the whole game to stutter. So there's obviously a problem there, but I can 100% assure you this only happens with adaptive player switching, and it's even happening offline. So it's not a connection thing, it's not a server thing. For once, you can see there is stutters every time you do it. Again, might not be too noticeable in the videos, but it is there, and it does happen, and it's sometimes worse online. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you regarding player switching is sometimes, and a lot of the time actually, it doesn't switch to the player you want to switch to. So I'm going to give the ball away here. I want to switch there. That works. That works. That works. That works. That didn't work. I didn't want to switch to him. Look, I'm trying to switch there. No. I wanted to switch this guy. No. 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 Yeah. Yeah. No. So you can see, again there, it doesn't always switch to the right players. Now, it's probably to do with the way they've programmed this, but it doesn't work in the way you'd want to switch to the players. You know, the way I thought this would work is wherever the line is, it should go to the nearest player that you've drawn the line to. But for some reason, the game just decides who it goes to, so it defeats the whole purpose of this adaptive player switching, because a lot of the time it's not even going to the player you want it to go to. Again, doesn't happen all the time, but again, it can. It just doesn't always switch. Look, I'm trying to switch to this guy here, and he's just gone to the striker. That's not what I want it to do. So there's literally no point in me using this adaptive switching, because a lot of the time, it just doesn't work. Now, look, sometimes it works, a lot of the time it doesn't, and it's really, really annoying, and it can throw you off in game, because like I said, the whole point of this adaptive switching is you're meant to be in full control of who you switch to. So what I'm saying is, if it's delayed, if it makes the game stutter, and it doesn't always go to the player you want to, what's the point in using it? You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage, especially at this point in the game. Now, the last thing I want to talk about regarding this player switching method is even on kickoff, if you look at my right stick whenever I switch it, I'll try and give the ball away again so I can do it, but you can see it doesn't always do it instantly. Now, again, in kickoff, it's not as noticeable, right? But it has like a bit of a built-in delay. And I think the reason for this is because obviously with adaptive switching, it's waiting for that line to be drawn. So it's probably waiting for a longer input. But as a result, it creates a big delay, especially when you want to switch really quickly, because it's waiting to draw the line to the player you want like that. So I think as a result, it makes it quite delayed, and online it can be an absolute pain, and it makes your players switch really slowly. So the main issues with adaptive player switching are, like I said, it doesn't always go to the right player. It has a weird stuttering bug which makes the game lag. I don't know why it does that. and I think there's a big delay when it comes to player switching. So I'm now going to quickly go ahead and show you classic player switching so we can compare this. Again, on video and on kickoff, it might not be the easiest to see, but I can assure you if you've played, you'll probably understand what I mean. Because if you've been experiencing like stuttering on this game and you don't know why, I guarantee you it's because of adaptive player switching. So it's something EA need to switch, but look how quickly I can player switch now. It's way more responsive. Every time I flick the right stick, look, it immediately goes to the player I want. Now online there is that delay, so it doesn't always do it, but even on kickoff, look, you can see it is much quicker than adaptive player switching, and I honestly think most of the time it's more accurate. You know, I think I'd rather, let me give the ball away, if I want to switch to my right back, I would rather like double switch. So I know you'd have to do it twice, but I'd have to go CM right back. I feel like it'd be quicker. Because on adaptive switching, look, I could just do that. If you look at the minimap, I'm switching to my right back to my striker. Look how quick that is. I think that's genuinely quicker than the adaptive switching, because you have to draw that line, which takes a few seconds for the line to go across. And then a lot of the time, it doesn't even go back to the player you want. So if you can master classic player switching at this moment, I think you're going to have a big advantage over other people, because I genuinely think it's more reliable, and it's definitely not as bugged. Now, I get adaptive switching's new, but at this point in the game, I really don't see a point in using it, because I don't think it works properly. But yeah, that is everything for the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it or found it informative, I would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, so you never miss out on any videos like this one, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you are notified when a video is posted. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.